Uh, okay, so friends, there is another good news. Mr. Nitin Gadkari, who's the Union Minister for Road Transport and um, I'm forgetting what other ministries he holds, but road transport for sure. So he actually demonstrated today a functional, car, which was powered by green hydrogen, and in the car itself, he actually took a ride from his home to the parliament and tried to demonstrate that the green hydrogen technology is here and is deployable, which is a great news because a country like India, which imports almost 85% of its energy needs from outside, and which is also quite subject to a lot of geopolitics. So if we can really transform our energy needs, transform from if we can switch from fossil fuel based energy sources to green hydrogen or lithium ion or zinc ion or sodium ion or those kind of technologies, I mean it is pretty good. And today the minister actually took a ride from his house to the parliament in a Toyota Mirai car, if I'm not very much mistaken, and the green hydrogen, which essentially is the only emission from it is going to be water. And it also is made from water. From whatever limited knowledge I have of the green hydrogen technology. So that came from a Faridabad based Indian oil pump. So the technology has been started here in India, and I'm sure that almost all of the large cities would pretty much soon have in the next 2 years' time. Will soon have the green hydrogen technology, on road. The large vehicles, they need to be they need to switch from fossil fuel based from diesel engines to green hydrogen. So that is a good news. That is a very news for the whole wide world, because India is, if India burns the fossil fuels, then it impacts just about anybody and everybody. So India should be appreciated, should be praised under the current government, because they have taken the issue of climate change very seriously. Apart from the fact that they are also going to bring in a lot of relief for the people here, because this has been going on the ever since our dependence on petrol and diesel and all these fossil fuel based energy sources have been going up to fuel our development needs. There is also a lot of vulnerabilities that we have been facing. For example, in the 1990s itself, I mean, Iraq war took place, and then the first Gulf War, and at that point of time, there were not very many people who used to have these four wheelers and two wheelers even. But even then, you could see quite a long queue outside the petrol pumps all over India, because there was quite an anxiety as regards to supply. Then again, ever since then, you have some problem with Iran, some problem with Kuwait, some problem with Venezuela. Now you have a problem in Russia Ukraine region. So this is a pretty good news. And the government has also announced that even the petrol and diesel versions, that also is going to be mixed with ethanol in substantial quantities to actually curb the import bill. So that's really amazing. I'll also try to share the visuals of the minister riding this car that is powered by the green hydrogen. So this is a very remarkable day, and uh, let's hope that this green energy sources become everyday part of our life pretty soon in the next year or two. At least in the cities, we need that, because the climate is changing pretty fast. You can't, the rain and the monsoon and those things have become very erratic, and this is not good for anybody, right? Because we need development, we need some kind of sustainable, but we need sustainable development. That is the key, yeah, the key factor to remember.